from the beautiful Sydney Opera House in Sydney, Australia. We're not in the main room. We're in a sexy little underground dungeon called the studio here. Harmontown is in session. Let's bring out Spencer Crittenden.
Hey guys.
How's it going, man?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah? You're looking good.
No.
You're not good.
Thank you.
Well, let's make things good. Let's bring out the mayor of Harmontown, Dan Harmon.
Harmon.
Hello for the second night, Sydney, Australia, port capital of the world, ship hole to the planet, the big city in the place down there. I'm not afraid to say it. You've been wonderful to us. What was I gonna? Hold on. I did a panel tonight. And it was, I guess, so you're not allowed to ask for your money back. I'm not in charge of that. But it's going to be a bad show.
Are you saying that we're not going to get a chicken dinner after the show tonight? Because I distinctly wished you chukas before the show.
I've done my best. Okay, well, here's the thing. When I say bad show, you need to lower your bar, because here's the thing that happened last night. As you know, I'm afraid of the fact that I don't have an act, so I'll often, I'll do a rap. I'll end the show with a rap, because it's like, oh, it's okay, they have to applaud. And then you got to do something to end the show that has no... I did a rap about Australia.
Right.
I said the word Australia, and I couldn't rhyme it. Then everyone starts yelling out genitalia and all this
paraphernalia.
Shit. But I just want to point out to you
Azalea.
that's a pretty cool thing to buy a ticket to a performer who is so committed to not preparing for a show that he can spend a 15-hour flight to a continent he's pretty sure he'll be rapping about. And he doesn't have one rhyme for the name of the continent. That's what you're getting when you come to my show, is not corporate bullshit. Keebler didn't decide what you'd be tasting. Sometimes, therefore, it will be shit. Sometimes you'll be tasting shit. Sometimes it's Harry
chukas.
Potter's Dumbledore. What?
Sometimes you get a nice chukas.
A nice what? What?
Do you not listen to the beginning of the show? I found out that chukas, which is their break a leg, means that you get a chicken dinner after the show if you do a good job.
Oh, no, I don't listen to the... No. What am I supposed... I'm supposed to listen?
What are you doing back there?
I'm getting in the zone.
You're coming up with rhymes for Tasmania.
This conflict is hilarious, but we couldn't hear you back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I'll sometimes make a crack if I notice it's been 8 minutes. I'll go, hey, can Jeff keep it to a tight 10 here? I don't hear what's happening. All I hear is the sound of my laughs getting sucked into your hat. You know that metaphor.
Yeah.
You know the old.
I think it was. The
laugh-sucking hat.
The laugh-sucking hat.
Yeah.
By Roald Dahl. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, no, I don't know. I didn't hear. No, I didn't hear. Tell me what the you already told me. I got scared. You came back. I thought you were saying they're rowdy tonight. You were like, there's a lot of people. They seem fine.
No, they're just good fun here. We thought, like Brisbane was a little nutty, and Melbourne, a guy vomited in his shoe and then got in a fight. And then,
But in a hip way.
yeah.
That made you ask, what's a shoe? Or how do you puke in it? Nice.
Well, it's the earliest that's ever been 9/11 in our show.
Yeah.
This is going to be the 9/11 of shows.
Thank you. Thank you, 9/11 watchers.
Our
international scouts.
Be honest. Is there anybody here that actually sets like an alarm for that so that they won't forget that it's 9/11? You. We got Australian Dave Klein out there. Yep, mate.
All right. Well, okay. It's our last night in Sydney. Let's take this relationship to a deeper place than we have. First, with sincerity, I'm not going to say, "Oh, it's nice weather." Your opera house is shaped funny, like a porcupine. We're beyond that. We're down to the surface. I want to say kudos to you. It seems like my girlfriend pointed out, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I think I did notice that too." There's not a lot of. There's a very, very gentlemanly sidewalk culture here. Gentlemen are not guaranteed to fucking leer and catcall and hoozle-whistle. Did you not notice that? Are you guys not proud of that?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. You're saying that they're gentlemanly towards women walking down the street?
Yeah, they don't scream at women.
There's not as much rubbernecking and like kind of intimidation and stuff like stranger to stranger.
Well, all the women disagree with you.
Okay, all right. Well, what do they know?
Well, that's crazy. Yeah, I never got catcalled once.
Those seats could have been filled with juicy cocks. This is a man's show. I want juicy nuts and hard cocks in those seats.
That's the Harmontown guarantee. I was walking down the road by myself in Brisbane. I went over to the West End, and there was a guy that was honking his horn, and he yelled out to, I'm assuming a woman. It could have been anybody. He's like, "You got a fat ass!"
Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong. All right. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, what would I think? What would be the best case scenario that you guys would all applaud yourselves? You're right. We do have no sexual harassment in our city. You would be the worst city in the world if you did that. Even if it was true, you'd be shitty people.
Here's how polite things are. I took a little wander today, and I ended up just kind of no direction. My phone, data wasn't working. So I said, I'm just going to walk. I can still see where the downtown is. I know my way back. And I ended up in King's Cross, and there was a bunch of bikers up there hanging out in front of whorehouses? So strip clubs, right? 10 a.m., everybody's in casinos and strip clubs, and there's a million Hells Angels looking bikers, and they were the nicest people.
Yeah. I guess the first way I received that is I feel like you're beating me at some kind of traveling contest. I had waffles.
Yeah. Well, Jeff is way better at traveling than you.
I never wanted to find that out. It's not why I invited him.
Invited me?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's right, sir. And now it all comes out. Yeah, that's right. I invited you.
Yes, I saw your Evite and I said yes.
Can we bring out a professional from the Australian entertainment district? A friend I made tonight. I want you to meet my friend Josh Thomas.
Okay, I just want you to be happy.
No,
Do I sit here?
That ship has sailed, Josh.
Yes, I've noticed the bottle of vodka.
All right, and this isn't, you've never been on the show, so you don't know. This is me. I have notes. I'm not a performer.
You're not tweeting. I get it.
I'm not tweeting. I'm not looking. I'm like, who else could have it been? Just Tracy Ullman still. But I honestly, and it's like I'm not making any bones about the fact that I've not seen a single frame of your work. We just met. I just met and I just liked him sitting next to him at a thing. And
I'm quite
also,
worried about
Luke,
this.
I think Luke's here, and I don't want Luke to think that means I don't like him and anybody that was.
Well, you seem to have just said that.
All right. I was sitting nearest you, and
I'm worried because I feel like we did the panel today, and I had a nice time with you, and you had a nice time with me, and then you thought, let's keep this going, and I just don't know if it's going to happen again.
right now, yeah.
I feel like we're like chasing the heroine.
I don't
you
want to
know?
do that. Yeah, no. Let's resign ourselves to not liking each other. No.
We'll
That's,
just get there now. I fucking hate you.
we don't like the cut of each other's jibs. We're strangers to each other. But that's we have strangers up on stage in the show all the time. We get to
Okay.
know them. You're an Australian.
Sorry for saying that I hate
I
you.
mean, it's okay.
Well, I like you.
And if you said you hated me, as long as most people hate me because of I'm a genius. And then I'm like bulletproof. But if you hate me because I'm not talented, then I have to figure out a way
There's
to
more
kill
ways
you.
to
I have
hate you than those
literally
two.
no feelings towards you.
Wait, what's wait,
There's a lot more ways than just those two to hate you. Like so many ways. There's all these axes of hate that don't even cross talent or genius at all. You know, race for one. People hate people for race all the time.
Yeah. The fact that you think all seats should be filled with juicy balls,
Right.
hard cocks.
Do you think I should be hated for that, Josh Thomas?
No,
I thought it was very progressive of me.
Yeah. I also like juicy cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to make an advocate omelet, you're going to have to break 51% of the population's eggs.
Yeah. No.
You have to hate women to love gays.
Yeah. That's,
So shall it be written?
So shall it be done.
Making up these rules. That's not a rule. Don't worry, everybody. All right, so I made that mistake. I made that faux pas. I was like, when my girlfriend says it, I took it seriously. She's a girl. She wouldn't lie. She was like, I guess what I did is I ran it through my perception is like, I didn't have any moment since I landed on this continent. I haven't met a prick. I haven't met a passive-aggressive person. I haven't met anything that meets my definition of a bad person. And that especially includes I haven't felt like I was in a pissing contest with any men that I hadn't met. And I just feel that way all the time.
We will tell you that we're awful. That's how we're like, hello, I'm sorry for existing, I'm a slug, I'm disgusting, I smell bad, I've wasted your time, please leave me alone. And Americans, they do the opposite, so they tell you how good they are, and it took me a long time in America to work out that I'm not meant to do that, because if you go to an American and you say like, oh, I'm a slug, they're like,
great, we
well, I've wasted my time talking to this slug.
right. Or they'll say, we love slugs. Do we love slugs? Love slugs. We have 100 slug pile you could sit in and absorb the moisture in the room so my feet feel better. Like they'll play it up. They're like, this is huge. Will Ferrell did this, and now look. Anyways, just warning.
Josh, I learned from my friend Lee that's from here of a thing called the tall poppy syndrome. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
Do you know about this, Dan?
No.
Tall poppy gets cut, right?
Yeah, like Spencer cutting to the chase.
I know all
The
the
idea
things.
that like you are not supposed to be a taller poppy than the rest of the field. Like, and if you are, that you're going to get people want to chop you down. Like you don't want to stand out, right?
But do you not like, to me that feels so natural. Do you not feel that? Like,
Well,
do
no,
you not-
I think what you said just before it, in the States, no, like you are rewarded for being a tall poppy. Like, Lee, how did you word that?
You mean like the Quentin Crisp quote?
Was it Quentin Crisp?
Well, we were talking about a couple things, but yeah. Hi, everyone.
We're quoting. Tell us the Quentin Crisp quote.
It was the idea that this guy was a left.
Here, I'm gonna give you mine.
Dreams coming true. You're all here for this. Hey, buddy. It was the idea that Quentin. You have to correct me when I get this incredibly wrong. Quentin Crisp was a socialite and an advocate and an openly gay man in a time when it was not okay to be gay.
Gross.
Sad.
My opinion. It's a hot take.
Juicy
enough.
cock, though, so he had that.
It is gross.
Yeah, well,
Gay sex is gross. If there's one
Gross
thing we
like a
can,
fox.
If there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that gay sex is disgusting. Please continue.
Okay.
So sorry.
this is so weird, everybody.
Are you gay?
I'm not.
Okay.
I could learn.
So tight.
But
I could teach you.
Wouldn't he be a great guy? He looks like if Errol Flynn was a hustler.
He looks like a faggot. That's what he looks like.
I found out not only does he have the awesome Douglas Fairbanks Jr. mustache, I found out today he's also really good at archery and he can fence. So he's a pirate.
He's a, yeah, like if Robin Hood
Pirates
had,
don't use archery.
Lee, just come up here, come on.
Holy shit.
Lee Lane, everybody. Welcome, Lee, my friend.
I know I'm a guest here, but I would like to know, why do you know this boy?
I know. We used to date. No, I know his father. He's a music producer from London, but he lives in Los Angeles. And when Lee comes out to visit, we've hung out.
Okay.
There.
It's not just you're in
strip
a
clubs.
suit, I'm in a suit. Well, let me tell you a thing a homosexual quoted once.
You, sir, I have a couple questions about pocket squares I would like to ask you. No, what was the quote? I forget how that goes.
Okay, he said he was being asked about why he left England and went to New York, and he said in England people will hold you back in fear that when you get to the top you will have forgotten them, but in America people will raise you up knowing you'll be there to lend them a hand when you get there.
Wow. So, but here the tall poppy thing is it's.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's shinier than me, so.
Isn't Milwaukee like that, Dan? Didn't you say that aren't the people they don't want you to rise up in the same way?
yeah, I think there's if you live in a town where most people make the most money lifting things with their physical arms, and New York is one of those cities,
Gross.
even though there's so much in it. There's going to be more antipathy or disconnect between the idea of it's like the idea that, okay, well, as I've always said, if you live in Milwaukee and you don't believe that living in warm weather will kill you, why are you living in Milwaukee? You can't, your brain has to make certain justifications, and I'm not saying those are false, because it is fucked up to live in Los Angeles. There's a million bad reasons to live there, but yeah, I don't know, there's a Harrison Bergeron kind of like discouragement of exceptionality. The poppy thing we're talking about, that's a culture where it's like very wisely, fuck this person. Who is this person that keeps obsessing about how good it can get, how close to the sun they can get? They seem like trouble. Let's get them out of here. That seems like a wise social policy, but one that would never profit me.
Do you not feel that way?
Do I not feel?
Is that not like a natural
Well, yeah, and I
instinct
look
for you?
at that.
He just told you to hate him because he's a genius.
No, that's a voice I hear in my head all the time. Like it's like, you're pretentious. You're what are you doing? Get your head out of your ass. Why would?
If you were gonna have sex with a boy, right?
I'm listening.
And then
It would go a little something.
would you want
Like
him
this.
to have like a bigger dick than you or a smaller dick than you?
Oh my God.
We'll be right back.
This show does deserve to be in an opera house. This isn't some fucking bullshit podcast. This is amazing. That's the first time I'm 43. I've never answered that. What I want? Well, I guess I might. Do I want to get? Would I want to have the thing in my butt, or do I want to? Like,
That's
is
really
that
up
a
to
thing?
you to
Wait,
decide.
Can I answer a question with a question? But I'll keep the ball in my court. Like I just, but I do.
Balls.
I do want to know. Like, is the way? It's politically incorrect to ask questions about like who's pitching, who's catching. Like those are distinctions. Like, is there different ways
fine
to be
to
gay? Is there different ways to be gay?
Yeah, there's different ways to be gay.
Can you be a gay person that hates anal sex? You can be,
Yes.
right? You can love oral sex and hate anal sex and be a gay guy, like, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now,
Sorry,
because I need to know before I answer my question. Because I need to know my options.
can be anything you want to be.
You're right.
So
I'm sorry.
you can
Okay.
decide you don't want to do anal sex.
I just realized
you
how
can decide
ridiculous
you
the
don't want to
question
have
is.
dicks.
I'm not playing
I mean,
Monopoly.
look, the gay guy who doesn't want to do any anal sex is not going to be a very popular gay guy. Like, good luck out there. I don't have time for him.
Well, see.
I don't know about you. I don't have time
There's-
for him. But there's
but-
definitely gays who don't put dicks in them, and there's gays who don't put their dicks in other
Can
boys.
you let people know? Can you be gay? Can you go like
This is called Grindr.
when you?
And that's what's so good about technology is now you get to discuss it. In
You can
intense
say like you're a
detail
top or a bottom, or, you know, right?
Are you a? What are you into? Question mark.
Me?
That's what you say.
Yeah. Oh.
right.
In the app. Is this? It's actually
Right.
a bit weird to me that you don't know this, but of course you
Yeah,
haven't
it's
been on
weird to me
Grindr
too,
trying
just to be clear.
Get
Okay, well,
solicit
okay.
sex from strangers.
Smaller dick.
I
Smaller
forget
dick.
the world isn't.
Smaller dick.
But I'm not.
I figured it out. I've been thinking through it, and I asked him dumb questions that made me think.
I
Like,
don't
what am I
mean because
doing?
you're scared of like putting a big dick in you. I mean like because it's obviously it's festive to have a bigger dick. Like that's like a fun. That's like if we ignore
you can hang
anal sex,
decorations off
if
of
we
it.
ignore, I wasn't asking you. I wasn't asking
No,
about
I
your.
don't
Put a
want.
pinata
I wasn't
on it
asking
for-
about your pain thresholds. I was saying like.
Well, I was considering that.
Do
I
you,
was.
like if like in the spirit of like
Oh.
obviously presumably it's better to have a big dick because it's so fun.
Yeah,
Um,
Dan, you and your gay lover are in the shower, after some horseplay, and
After the horseplay.
yeah, after
This is cleaning up.
after the loving, or the first thing in the morning, doesn't matter. You're in the shower and you're soaping
Both.
you're soaping each other up. Do you want to look over and go, oh, this guy's got a bigger dick than me, or do you want to go, no, look how big my fucking dick is compared to this guy?
Yeah, are you like, oh, I've got such, do you want to be, oh, I've got such a big dick, isn't that great?
Fuck.
Or do you want to be, oh, look how big a dick I found. Yeah?
We're gonna win a fucking Emmy or a Tony for this. This is amazing.
I think before he brought up the shower, I was just thinking like, okay, little dick. I'm overthinking it. I was just like, little dick because I want to cuddle with a smaller,
You wanna be-
I want to be.
As heterosexual as you can be.
That's what
Can he have a vagina?
yeah. Well, but isn't that?
You want to be Papa Bear, and by the way, you would be a bear.
But then when he brought up the shower, which is like we're soaping each other up, but
Yeah.
then the idea, oh, look what a big dick my lover has. I was like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, I haven't thought through this enough. I'm not overthinking it. I should think really hard about this. I should think about this for years.
Yeah.
Because there's a version of me that would be like, oh, I'm like a baby man, and when you're gay, you don't have to be like, I'm a baby man. You could be like, I'm a baby man. Like, I could be like a baby man,
And be
a
called.
smaller,
Yeah.
smarter dude could just let me have it and like
Yeah.
own me.
I definitely want to have...
And he could have a huge dick, and I could soap it up and go like, this is gigantic, and I'd not be jealous of it.
And that's a fun
Like,
time.
I own this dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. It's like I've been making the mistake of thinking that the dial at the very top, misogyny and gayness are like, I thought there was like an oven dial, but you could go backwards. You could just go click. I'm a person that's a narcissist. That reflects itself in misogyny. If I'm straight, the solution could be being gay.
Well,
Like, you wouldn't have to
the solution is
disrespect
to
somebody.
be gay. You're fucking it up.
Right.
Don't be
Sorry, I guess I got
heterosexual.
excited in too long-winded a way. There.
I want them to have the smallest dick. I want a micro penis. I want to be the one with the big dick.
Well,
That's what I want.
I have
You
a
want to
very small dick.
You want to have a taller poppy.
I just want to be. Yeah, I would just be a lot happier if I
Right.
that's what I just.
Is it a sense of like a self-esteem thing?
Yes, it's a self-esteem thing.
Right.
But well, you kind of
Yeah.
you kind of high-roaded me when I had the exact same answer as you.
No, but you were just thinking about the mechanics. I wanted to know spiritually.
You mean if I go through an entire spiritual journey, I'll come around to wanting the same things I do as a gross straight guy?
Like, as you're like, you know, do you? I think we finished.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, I should learn to read the room. They ended the bit. They're like, great, you did it. Who? That's who's on first.
I mean, obviously, I'd like to talk for another 45 minutes about.
Yeah.
What about testicles? So, okay, so you're with a girl who do you want to have bigger tits?
Dan has talked about at length that he has enormous balls.
Me too.
You've got very large balls.
Well, I need to tell myself that for obvious reasons. Sorry. Like,
There's a photo of Dan that his girlfriend took where he's laying on his back. He's smiling. He's aware that it's happening, but she'd already gotten the camera out because he's wearing boxers, and just his balls are out. And there's just this incredible, like the color is like a tropical sunset, kind of pinkish orange. I don't know what's going on there. They're huge. And
Is
so now
is this podcast video or just audio?
it's odd.
That's a shame that they're not going to hear the look in your eyes as you talk about his balls. It's a shame they can't hear the glint you had.
Yeah. For the subscribers, we could probably put up like imagery.
It would be nice, I think. I got lost.
You got lost in my eyes while I was talking about Dan's
His
balls.
balls, yeah.
Because this is going to be the best foursome of our lives tonight.
All right. I think it's hilarious that your friend is still up here. I just want to point that out, but I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe. I think it's funny now. I think it's funny that he's up here.
Well, I'm now just listening to the podcast.
Yeah, no, and that's what happens. That's what happens.
That's
but
what I do.
Yeah, but I'm going to take a little. Watch this genius turn into the dunes of the Australian dunes. Spencer used to catch seagulls.
Yeah.
Spencer revealed to us that
In confidence.
yeah.
No, that's a joke. It's a joke.
It's true. It is true. I
No,
never
no,
said
no,
to you.
it's
I'm
fine.
going to talk about it. I just put it right
It's
in the
fine.
thing. Actually, Cody told me, you got to put the thing. Yeah, I got to put the thing. But I missed the top of you explaining this. Spencer, we went to the aquarium today because I love fish and forgot I hate people. But Spencer, at some point was talking to the group, and I was just lost, but by the time I came into the conversation, Spencer was explaining that during his wayward youth, where were you? Simi Valley? Where's this taking place?
Moore Park. Well, we were at the beach. but
Well, you would go to the beach in your youth,
Yeah.
and
It's
you would.
hard to imagine you at the beach.
Right.
So can you
That's why I
explain
stopped.
your
To help people's
explain this
imaginations.
thing that you would do, if you don't mind.
All right. So you go to the beach. You
You don't.
you lay down in the sand.
Go to the beach.
I didn't always have this beard, you know. Without a beard, it makes a lot more sense.
Because if you go to the beach with that beard, people think you just washed up on shore.
People think you're there to reclaim Crete.
I got
You
shipwrecked.
promised me a white bull. Release the Kraken. I forgot that's a hack reference. I was just saying it mythically. Release the Kraken. I was going to own it.
All right. I'm at the beach. What you do is you get someone to cover. Well, you could do it yourself. You cover your legs and stomach and most of your chest in sand such that you're buried beneath the sand.
Up to your neck.
Well, no. I said the parts you cover, the legs and the stomach. Your upper chest, your head, and your arms stay over the sand, but you have a beach towel, covering the whole lot. So, for all intents and purposes, it looks like someone put someone's head underneath a beach towel.
It's like that scene in The Virgin where he's trying to convince everyone he's had sex with a woman. And he's like, when you're having sex with a woman.
Yeah.
He's never been to the
And
beach.
then she's coming.
He hasn't been.
You really think the lie he'd pick to tell would be, I used to catch seagulls as a teenager? This guy's got an
I wasn't a
imagination on
teenager.
it.
Is you?
was a
So
preteen.
you're 3/4 covered in sand, but
Thank you.
But
Yes.
you have a towel covering you that looks like someone
final quarter.
Someone just tucked you in, like you're in bed with a towel over you,
Buried up to your
over
waist.
my head
over your head.
and stomach. Again, this is you're de-clarifying the situation. Legs, feet, knees, dick, stomach, maybe right under my tits. You know, that's where it stops. The rest of
but
it,
laying, under sand, under beach level.
the rest of it is underneath the towel. Okay?
Arms exposed underneath the towel.
No, arms are under the towel. Jesus Christ. Okay, so look, see this? You see this part? Like,
Yeah.
all of this that you see is under a towel because beach towels are very large. They can cover this whole area. It's amazing. So,
He's Googled it.
with the beach towel over your face, you get someone like a brother or a friend to put food out on the towel. And scattered around, you know, because it's very suspicious, especially to seagulls.
Yeah. Because they've been hurt before.
Right. Because I do it all the time. I did it all the time. So, yeah, with the food in place, you just wait. And then, you know, you hear them squawking and you hear them flapping around.
Don't yell at me. I have a question.
Okay.
Is your head above the towel?
I'm not going to answer that because
He's covered.
Not-
So he's trying to be in disguise from the seagulls. So
Right.
he's covered. So
As a
no bit
towel.
of him is showing.
But,
So
okay.
he's got a towel
All right,
over
I was
his...
just thinking maybe part of the fun was that they don't regard a head as a threat.
the fun is catching a seagull. It's not gaslighting
The
them.
fun is watching a guy lost in his...
The fun is physically catching a seagull.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
whole point.
Not mentally circumscribing it with semiotics
Right.
and
All right.
proving it's.
Okay, so I think we all have the visual now.
I don't
Okay.
think Dan has
Well, I don't. The truth is, I don't. And there may be a
Okay.
problem with society where
Just
at
hold
a
on.
certain
Just
point
fucking-
people like, woo,
All right, like this.
where's the sand?
The sand goes up to here, not my chest. Do you see? This is the chest.
Okay, but I have questions. I know you think
So
I'm doing
the-
a bit, but I swear I have
Can
questions.
you imagine a towel fitting?
No. Okay. Okay, so, and the rest of it is a mound?
of sand.
The rest of it is a mound? It's
Yeah.
not below sand level.
Well, half and half.
You make a little
little
shallow
divot,
grave
yeah.
and then you slip
Yeah.
into it
See,
and
right.
you do this.
If you were a
Like
seagull,
this.
you didn't know there was a boy pretending to be at the beach.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's all I'm doing. It's tricking them into thinking I'm not there. All right, I should get up. You get it, right? Does this make sense yet?
As long as you're down there, take us through the process.
All right, so I'm laying here, and
And
the
your
seagulls,
brother or friend, as you
or
said,
friend, yes.
has put chips around your head.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's on my head.
Real quick, Josh. I think I'd want the guy to have a bigger dick. All right, go ahead.
To soap it, did you think about the shower when you thought about it? Because I want to wash a
I'm
dude's
thinking
big hard
about
dick.
it's all about the soaping.
Yeah.
right,
It's
go-
like it becomes like a Cadillac or a bicycle or anything you treasure.
It's
anything.
festive.
A throwing knife, a new blender. I don't know. It's like I had this epiphany where I was like, wait. All right. Come on, Spencer.
Hey, guys.
All right, we don't take them for granted.
That was so awesome. I'm not even going to bother to describe that to the listeners.
Yeah, $5 a month.
Yeah,
You can check it
$5 a
out.
month to see the coolest exit of all time.
Probably a lot of theatrical people in the audience. Spencer returned to his one.
All right, so Spencer, now,
blocking
so Spencer,
joke.
now you are partially sandy, you're partially toweled. You got bits of food, you got like French fries and whatnot on top of you.
The
And then you
seagulls
and
are
now
swooping in.
we're hearing the seagulls coming in.
Because
now.
my eyes are covered. I don't see what's happening. I have to rely on my ears and my sense of
But now
touch.
your sense of hearing is heightened now because you can't see.
Oh, of course. I mean, without question. That goes without saying. So I'm doing that. It's a feeding frenzy. They're suspicious.
However, will any sensory gift even the score between you and the most dangerous game of all? A confused, slightly domesticated, urban plight parasite. All right.
They're a real parasite. They're everywhere in California. It's terrible. Anyway, so they're coming in. You feel them getting up on your chest and/or body. And you get they got to get like right on your head area just because that's the center of your bear trap action. So you wait.
Your arms are out crucifix style, so you can close them like a
Like a bear trap.
Yes, I got you.
Yes. So once and you gotta wait because they know something's up.
Right.
Because again, there's like a giant lump under a towel, and they're stupid, but it looks weird, and they know that. So okay. So you're being patient.
They're like, is this how I die, or is this the first day of the rest of my life?
Right.
There's potato chips on a decorative mound.
Yeah. Because
In
usually
a semicircular pattern.
Yeah.
Around a beardy bulge.
I didn't have a beard.
Eating chips off a-
And a bunch of other humans kind of in the middle distance, like
Watching.
giggling.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a big, like, it draws a crowd, certainly.
Yeah.
Especially after
People
the first couple of
overselling
tries.
a transparently perfunctory game of hacky sack, as they clearly are more invested in the towel.
So they're getting up on my face, and I'm waiting for my moment, and then I do what I did. I go, whoosh, and then you use the towel as a crude net, and then you just try and grab as many as you can.
Is that the end, or is that phase one?
Yeah, that's phase one, and once you have 200, you can fly away. No, it's just for fun.
I mean, do you keep them as pets? Do you let them go? You like that?
No, I snap their necks and toss them into the sea.
I believe that.
No, so it's just for fun. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what my end game was other than catching seagulls.
But doesn't hurt them, does it?
I hope not. I mean, I never saw them maimed or anything. Like
You
they all
happen to
flew
mention,
away.
you said two things that stick out about the story is that you would find that as you did this, people would root for you while you were doing it.
Right.
But then once you were successful, the
Once
tone...
I had a seagull in my grasp, it became this whole big animal rights issue.
But and then you said you stopped after the experience you had.
So one of the times, I've probably caught about 5 seagulls this way. It takes a lot of tries.
They were calling you old goal.
Old wispy arms.
Goal reaver. They called you goal reaver.
Goal reaver.
All right.
I like that.
Did you invent? Is this something did you invent this, or did the guy that
He invented it.
did he?
I think he got the idea from a Metallica album.
I'm certain I didn't invent it. There's
This'll
no
get
way.
me, girls.
Was this
Won't
if it was like a bigger brother? This seems like the kind of thing where it's like, I'm gonna tell my little brother, I'm gonna fucking bury him in a beach and get a crowd around. Was there like a hat? Was he collecting money? No. To like, you know what I mean? Were you busking by accident?
I wish. No, I could have made a lot. Because I mean, the crowds cannot be understated. It was hard to hear.
There is no overstating the throngs of people.
Yeah, it was hard to hear the seagulls
That thrill.
among their hoots and hollers.
Sobbing, worried about the seagull. Just people
Well, not
on the
yet.
beach just crying.
I'm
They're
picturing
loving
like Thunderdome. People are like climbing up on things and like.
I thought you were gonna say earlier I thought you were saying there is no business like seagull catching business. Anyways, all right. But this leads somewhere. This is
Right.
the Michael Crichton twist.
Again, I've only probably caught 5. It's not easy to do.
Seasoned
It takes a
goal
lot of
catcher,
try.
though.
Yeah. So one time I got one, and I caught it, and he was flapping around, and I got him by his body, so he couldn't flap away. and he's starting to like attack at me. He's biting at me, and he tries to peck. He tries to peck my eye out. He goes, whoop, bam, with his beak right at my eye. And at the last second, the last fifth of a second, I'll say, very short period of time, like it was very close. It opens its beak, and I can see down its throat. And I got scars, little tiny scars up here and then down here, above and below my eye, to prove that this was a dangerous beak that could peck an eye out, but didn't. And I swear to God, it was just because of like Jesus or something that I didn't have my eye pecked out that day. Or the devil, because if I had an eye patch and a beard, holy shit, look out.
If you had an eye patch, you and Lee could really this would be a great pirate movie.
Archering, doing so much archery.
Do you prefer the seagulls to have a bigger or smaller beak than you?
Definitely real big.
I like that in Spencer's universe, it's possible the devil was responsible because it left him without an eye patch.
Right.
And the devil in your universe is just...
He wants me to look less ridiculous.
He's just bad at marketing.
Right.
The devil is like, he's chaos. He doesn't package things right.
But so he's biting and pecking around. I mean, the story kind of trails off here. But then I stuffed my finger in his mouth so he can't like bite or peck. And at that point, like kids were coming up and wanted to pet him, and people were getting mad and say you shouldn't do that. And then eventually I just let it go because it's like, you know, Seagull doesn't want to be there. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, you know, my parents told me that their family members did it. That's how I got the idea. Because one of them would tie a string around their foot and like kind of fly it around for a while. That's where, but I never did that.
What kind of fucking weird hillbilly
Yeah, no, that's what I
shit?
said. I just
But I
catch
never
and
did
release.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm normal. Not some weirdo. But yeah, and so people were petting it and then I let it go. It was great. But after that, it was just, I mean, it was very scary. My eye was almost pecked out. Like, it should have been pecked out by all accounts because it was trying to bite and peck at me.
You're gonna have a hard time turning this into like a sob story for you. My eye was almost, yeah.
No, I mean, I don't want pity. I would love respect.
He doesn't want pigeons or seagulls to pity him. He wants them to fear him. Right.
Hey Jeff, what if there was a beer commercial that Sam Elliott was doing a voiceover for, and
A beer commercial?
and it involved well, I didn't want to pimp you and say, could Sam Elliott sell seagull catching? But I like your Sam Elliott impression.
Let's see. What?
But it could be like a beer that's that they're using seagull catching the way that a beer might use.
Sam Elliott for the 2017 seagull catching competition. This year it's in Australia at Bondi Beach. But they don't have, you have seagulls here, right? Yeah. But fuck seagulls, we're gonna kill a bunch of those greasy ass ibises. Fuck ibises. Those things are gross. I mean, I saw one in the park. What's the Hyde Park, right? And I saw the crazy ass, like, awesome exotic bird. And then they're just like raccoons. They're just in the trash, and they're all covered in shit, and they sound like somebody punched a baby.
Can you tell me who Sam Elliott is?
Do you ever see?
Okay.
Did you ever see Big Lebowski?
We're all friends here.
Did you see Big Lebowski, Josh?
No.
No. Did you see Mask with Cher?
Well, I think probably if you keep listing things that he's in, that I'm going to keep saying no. Well, obviously it's still no.
No, he's a character actor who has a big mustache.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
just.
it was a good impression, I guess.
Nah. I've done better. I was struggling with the material. That was a hard. That was a curveball.
I didn't set him up to succeed.
I trust him, though. No, it's not. Okay.
I mean, it was.
Sam Elliott. I mean,
Sam Elliott. Okay, Josh. There's one line from a movie called Frogs. It's a terrible movie with him and Ray Milland. And
Yeah.
on the poster of the movie Frogs, there's a frog the size of a Volkswagen Beetle with a human arm hanging out of its mouth. And that doesn't happen in the movie. There's never giant frogs. In fact, most of the frogs aren't even in the movie because when they shot this movie, they had a bunch of frogs brought in on the set. They let them out, and guess what? The frogs just fucked off into the night. And so while they're shooting the movie, guess what? They're two things. They don't have frogs, but you could hear 1,000,000 frogs. So they had audio issues and third act problems.
Well, as long as you have Sam Elliott, you can get through that.
Sam Elliott doesn't have a mustache in this one, and you kind of see why he always has the mustache. He's got kind of a weird lip that hangs down real far like that. You never saw Tombstone with Kurt Russell?
So what I don't know if I can repeat this again. Anything you mentioned with Sam Elliott in it, I haven't seen.
I'm gonna do what I say is a fairly okay impression of Sam Elliott doing one line from the movie Frogs, Sam Elliott and Ring the Land. I don't think we're gonna see any of them again. Not alive, anyway. And awesomely, if you can find it, because Rob Schraub has the VHS of it, the trailer, it's the worst syntax, like sentence structure. It goes, frogs is coming. And there's a big ass frog on the poster you can never see. It's a
well,
fucking
it's hard
bunch of
because
shit.
if it's frogs, if it's the animal are coming.
Right.
But if it's frogs, the name of the movie, then it is coming.
Frogs is coming to a theater near you, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Birds is coming. They thought it was going to be the birds of amphibians. Spencer, what would your tactic be to catch a wild frog?
Oh no.
You go out in the rain. They always come out in the rain.
All right.
But they're easy to catch.
So,
I dated a girl very briefly who was Italian, and her family was supposedly in the mob, and she had for real, an Uncle Vince. And he was a real lunatic. And he was a property manager in an apartment building. He slept with a .357 under his pillow, loaded, and when he would see pigeons in his backyard at the apartment complex, he would catch them in a pillowcase, tie the pillowcase in a knot, and throw it in the pool.
all right. Well,
He's jealous.
let's try to.
Why didn't I think of that?
All right. So, getting back to Australian politics. Josh, before I go, I mean, I only have so much more time where I care about this stuff. Like I have Australian questions that I couldn't Google. Is there a president? There is, right? And there's none.
No.
Okay, but there's a prime minister.
That's a prime minister.
But then there's something else.
The
isn't
states
there?
have premiers.
A queen?
But the queen is just the Queen of England, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Okay. I think he was asking me. Okay. I've got it covered. You've got the Prime Minister, who is like the head of the country, and then there's the Governor General, but he doesn't do, or she, I guess, doesn't do nothing.
You're welcome,
So that guy
ladies.
wants me to.
So the prime ministers. There's those other people are like they're federal. They're Australia wide.
What?
Their office is.
The government? Yeah, it's Australia-wide.
I mean, it's not. You're not describing. These offices aren't state level. They're.
They're the same. You guys have like your electoral states, and then there's people. It's the same. Don't worry about it.
All right,
it's
I
just
won't worry about it.
We have Donald Trump. She's a woman.
Pauline
and
Hanson.
she's not as popular.
Yeah.
But she's still pretty popular.
Yeah, but I can get through every show by shitting on her for a half hour.
Yeah, fuck Pauline Hanson.
Yeah, I
High
learned.
five.
I learned to
Keeps
grip
us up
that
pretty
hang
tight.
glider first night in Brisbane, man. I was like,
Well, they love her in Brisbane.
well,
Don't say anything bad about Pauline Hanson in Brisbane.
Not my fans. No.
Were they
were-
laughing?
Yeah,
Very
they were-
nervously.
they
They're all
were
thinking,
stoked.
oh.
They were
Pardon?
stoked.
Oh shit!
I'm from Brisbane, and I'm not going to argue with you. Yeah, I don't like her, but Brisbane likes her. We're not going to pretend like Brisbane's not racist. I'm not going to sit here like you're a person, I'm a person, we're looking in each other's eyes. All I can see is black, but you can see my eyes. We're not going to lie to each other. Brisbane is racist.
It definitely is.
Yeah. We're not. Hello.
I mean, the world's
lived there.
racist.
I lived there. I left because they're so racist. You left, you're here. They don't.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
See, they hate others.
Well,
They
look,
can't be tolerant.
We were in Brisbane, and there wasn't a single person. When we landed on Ipswich, everyone was like, they were stoked about shitting on Ipswich. I would love to do a show in Ipswich before we leave here, just to verify that this is all a cycle of bullshit. Because we filled a theater there. It was fucking weird and rowdy.
Did you actually do a gig in Ipswich?
Yeah, and they were smart and great.
No,
and funny. They were
Brisbane we did.
Brisbane.
Or no, I'm sorry. I was too busy answering the question before you finished asking it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do a show in Ipswich. Fuck those fucking stump-humping rednecks. I'll do anything to regain control. Yeah. What is wrong with you?
I know.
When they talk, you just say yes, ma'am, and continue arguing with them. Is this what you do in your gay TV show? I can't believe it's legal.
Wait, is gay marriage legal here?
Oh yeah, what is?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nah, it's not at all. You can get arrested just for getting married.
Arrested for getting married. You just can't get.
It's
we're
just
not,
off
we're
the
not
table.
in prison. There's not these prisons filled with gay men who try to get married who are then actually. Well, this is the best luck I've ever had. Stuck in prison. It's not Singapore.
I never asked that question before. We were like, all this conversation about gay marriage in America, I was never like, well, they're not going to arrest people if they get married, right? But no, yeah, you just can't get a license from the...
They just won't.
Yeah.
You just be like, I'm going to get married. They'd be like, no. You don't go and get married. And then
You can't have that's a shame because that's how weddings became romantic. Before they were arranged and then it became romantic, the idea that you'd slip off into the woods with a priest who would say, you two in this forest clearing among your friends, this is official, that's marriage became like a sacred thing that was about two people like being into each other. And it's funny.
What?
That,
what happened in
it's
the
funny
forest
that-
with the priest?
like Robin Hood times. Like, come on.
Okay.
He thinks you meant you go and fuck the priest in the woods.
Is that...
Oh, no,
That's what I heard.
No.
Yeah.
In my head, you
weren't
got
wrong
fingered
to
by a
think
priest.
that. Yeah.
It's like the idea that the ceremony is romantic, that it's an expression of true love that has something to do with anything other than the government. Is like, it's kind of ironic, isn't it? Because it truly is a government.
Now you want the contract or
Right.
something. I don't know.
Well, because it's about health benefits now. It's about being
It's
treated.
not my
yeah.
fault. I just got swept up in the gay marriage thing. There's nothing I can do about it. Here I am in the center of it. They won't let me get married. I have to feel passionate about it, but I don't really care. I don't want to get married. I've got a boyfriend.
Would you
I'm
ever get
terrified
married?
of commitment. So I'm like, I'd vote for that party. It'll keep me.
But personally, that's not something you'd ever do.
It's not really. Why don't I get married? You're gonna get married? Your girlfriend's here.
I got married, and then I
Then you got
divorced.
I don't think.
And now I'm in love. I think you reacted wrong. I'm not gonna. I understand. I can connect those dots, but you're making candor difficult, and that makes you the bad people. I'm gonna stick with that.
It doesn't seem very romantic to me to sign a contract that says I'm gonna love you forever. That just seems a bit fucked.
So can you agree of my observation of the irony, drunk as I am, that it's like that's the thing. Like it's not romantic. The exact issues that
horrible.
make it
I'm
a
gonna
political
love you
issue.
forever. Decide that morning. Don't decide 10 years ago. No? I hate the idea of waking up next to someone and they've signed some.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it becomes a legal document, then it's
Yeah.
just a legal
But
document.
still,
Those
I
can be
have to
null
go
and
to the
void.
rallies and.
I think we're on the same page. I think.
Because we're equal and we're equal to you, and that's important.
Lee, are you gonna get married? Are you a married type?
He's talking me out of it.
What? I'm not going to marry you.
She's freaking out.
Is that your girlfriend?
It is.
Oh, shit.
Maybe you should propose right now. What a beautiful opportunity.
Pull the trigger, Lee. Pull the goddamn trigger.
The tech team could start playing Songbird.
No,
And
no,
you could
I-
get down on your knee and make
I'm
her
having-
so happy. Why don't you want to make her happy?
Ali and Lee.
Make her
Have you guys
happy.
ever discussed it? You guys talk about it, or is it something that you guys never talk about?
I feel like I'm being bullied. That's all I can say.
You're not being bullied. The woman that you love is sitting in front of 1,000 people saying, why won't you keep me forever? And you're saying, because you're a witch. That's what I saw. Is that what you saw?
I'm looking at my notes.
What a beautiful opportunity to make a lovely moment. Who's with me? I'm so sorry.
So there's no
I'm so
president
sorry. I
in
didn't even know why.
Australia.
I didn't know if I meant to acknowledge you.
Did you know that? What I learned today is that penguins propose. They propose to each other. The male brings the smoothest rock he can find up to the female penguin.
We didn't learn this together.
I went to the. No, I'm telling you.
Oh, I think I got away with that.
No. We went to the aquarium.
What do you mean they proposed to each other?
That's what it said on the sign outside the penguin cage at what Jeff calls the fish prison.
How do they propose?
Penguins.
Aquariums are fucking fish jails. I'm not going to fucking fish jail.
It says
They get to swim in the fucking biggest part of our planet, and we go, fuck it, get in the box. So we can look at you like perverse, fucking cynical douchebags.
Yeah, a lot of those tanks were pretty small. There were some that were pretty big size, but a lot of them were small.
fuck
The bums-
zoos.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we know how much you hate it when people hurt animals.
Again, I never hurt them. Well, other than
you certainly provoke them into attacking your eyeballs.
Well, yeah.
If you're going to put them in such a small box, why not rustle them up a bit so we can get some excitement?
Yes,
Right.
Spencer Zoo would just be just people half buried with towels.
we didn't have this. I thought we'd have the laptop again tonight that I could show a video that I took at the aquarium because it was the strangest thing. That one of the big tanks, like the big giant wall tanks, bunch of fish floating in it. And there's like staircases. And then there was this upper middle-aged guy. I'm going to put him at let's say 60 to 65. He's a tourist from some Asian country. I'm being racist by saying that. He was Asian. He had a baseball cap on, a windbreaker, kind of seemed middle class, 65-year-old guy. And his equally aged wife approached the thing. And then they exchanged words that were in their native language. It was too dark. I'm not going to speculate what of the 1,000 Asian countries they were from. I'm not going to. They just keep calling them Asian. I also don't see the world through that lens, so I don't know what. But to me, it is important is that there was a certain kind of thing happening here. So it is important. It's their cheekbones were just so narrative.
You say they were 65, but how do you know?
They exchanged words and they had shopping bags. They're very touristy, and we're in front of this what? What is the problem there? What is that? Did I?
We just toasted. Was it because we toasted our drinks?
Oh God! I thought I was stumbling into the realization that there was an Asian stereotype about shopping bags. And I got mad at them, even though I projected that. I was like, "Fuck you, people." And then I was like, "No, you thought that's the first thought you had, racist." Okay. They were reacting to something other than me and my race, which will one day rule the earth.
One day.
One day. She exchanged words with him, and then he went up to the giant fish tank, and she hung behind with her camera, and he raised his hands like this, facing her, he's gesturing, the fish are behind him. And then she's the whole time they're speaking a language I don't speak, but she's going up to him and she's and then she says more stuff to him, and then he turns around and he holds his arms up and he's doing the thing, and she kept, and it went on for a full 5 minutes, and my girlfriend and I started watching it, and we didn't exchange a word. We didn't even really look at each other because it was we were just watching them, and then we started to get in the moment of them being so out of the moment that they were in the moment, because she had so many opinions about how you're supposed to hold your arms when you pose in front of a wall of fish, and there was no toxicity between them that we could tell. I mean, we don't know. There could be the least healthy relationship in all of Earth, or it could be the most healthy. There's no way of telling. We were just watching two people, and they were connected by some weird, perpetually dissatisfied telepathy, because they were he never thought it was weird that she just kept making him, and she kept adjusting him. And I took a video of it because they play John Williams music when you're going through the aquarium, because they want to let you know fish are majestic, because otherwise you'd be they're in a tank. It's depressing, so they play a lot of music that's sweeping strings and Shawshank Redemption, but after he gets out. and it's like sweeping music playing over this like these speakers and we spent 5 minutes watching this couple that had merged into some like weird two-fish school together, like doing this weird thing that was like and then we were like holding each other because it was so weirdly adorable and frightening, like. And then I took out my video camera and I still got like this perfect, like there was this orchestral score going and then you finally realize she hasn't taken a single picture. She's been like adjusting his arms and he's never asked any questions and he's just waiting patiently. Like he's not stoked, but he's not ever getting mad. He's just like, she wants this picture and she just like kept adjusting him. And then she took one fucking picture. It was like 7 minutes went by and I think she only ever took one picture. And then they gathered their stuff and walked away and I kind of wept a little bit and held my girlfriend. I don't know what the point of my story was. It was I wanted to show the video, so you got
My boyfriend does
fucked.
this when he takes pictures of me.
He
He's telling
adjusts
me
you?
to adjust my face, and then after a while, it's like, oh, you just don't like my face.
Yeah, why don't you show me a picture of the guy you wish you were with, and I'll take it to the stylist. Brother, I know.
How long have you been together with the boyfriend?
5 years.
5 fucking years.
Yeah.
Well
okay.
done.
Yeah. Why are you so surprised?
They said it wouldn't last.
Because they're both Joshes.
His name is Josh. I know. What? Don't.
I think
His name is Josh.
I
It used to be Josh. I got him to change it. It's like, yeah.
I thought
does
they
he-
went aw because it was like a brief realization of like, oh, as if we didn't already have a long list of how cute it would be to be gay. You could both be Joshes. You can't do that in a lesbian couple.
A lesbian couple, you can. You can't both be Joshes, but you
No,
can
you
both
can't
be
both be
Sarahs.
Joshes. That's
That's
my-
not as good to you. Both be Matildas or both be.
It was a simple observation. Only in a gay male couple can you have two Joshes.
It's true.
We don't notice the simple things. Like the shopping bag.
Does the other Josh have a micro penis?
He has a great. He's just there. Did you hear him behind the curtain?
Get him out here.
Other Josh, I think we need to exploit you.
Yeah.
Can you come stand out?
He has a
and-
nice penis. He has a good. He's
You-
good.
all right,
he's
we
good
won't-
solid.
I'm
He
not gonna
doesn't
make
want-
Say, other Josh,
don't want
show
to
the
say-
crowd your penis and let's just move on. Can we just move on from this?
Don't, baby, don't.
Okay,
don't.
all right.
Sorry, don't. Yeah, okay. I don't wanna. All of a sudden, I look controlling. All of a sudden, I look like some
That's
controlling.
my penis.
Don't.
My penis.
That's for me and you and any other cute boy we find. Any other.
Okay, next in my Ask an Australian segment.
Yeah.
That would have been
Australian woman.
Stay away
Get
from
away from
me.
Well, I was okay.
Yeah,
like
we did a show last night. No women came on stage. We have to have like at least a woman on stage.
Oh.
I want to.
I mean,
want
Josh, you're coming in close second to that, but
No, I'm not a woman.
I know.
No, it's not the same.
You know, speaking of Quentin Crisp, you could play a young Quentin Crisp if there were ever a play of Quentin Crisp.
I don't know who Quentin Crisp is either, but it's not like I don't know.
He's a
much.
fantastic writer, and he was,
Good quote.
Oh, he's got loads of great quotes.
All right. Well, you guys brought up that there's no women. Like, can we trade your friend Jeff? I brought a celebrity.
Wasn't
All right.
someone more important?
Let's hear it for Leland, everybody.
This guy's got 4 seasons of Australian television.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
heard
I'm not a
of
big
this.
mustache guy, but that guy's mustache is good.
I wanted to expound more on the idea of the Robin Hood, but done as a '70s like movie. Like he does like Errol Flynn, but like
Yeah, but he's dressed like Al Pacino and Scarface.
like a cocaine-driven Robin Hood thing. Like, you know how Men of Respect was like Macbeth, but gangsters, like doing like a Robin Hood thing with their in the '70s. That'd be cool.
Why don't you write that movie? Huh?
Do you love him? You just seem a bit. Do you love him?
We're friends.
Okay.
I mean, I love him in a friendly way.
I just
yes.
feel like you spent a lot of time like complimenting him.
I'm very.
He's got a girlfriend,
I-
and they're almost engaged. They're only-
When they get married, I'm going to be their priest, but I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, where they have to fuck me in the forest.
You guys didn't get that at all. Nobody gets me. I thought I could come down here
I still don't really understand what happened with you in the forest.
Wasn't nothing that happened to me.
We're joking about the priests and that. I know that, but I don't know what really happened.
No, it wasn't a story from my life. I'm not one of these new millennial showrunners. It's not just like I'm not. I was talking about history. I own the planet. I was like, my beard was stretching across time. I wasn't just like this thing happened when I was 6. I was fucking explaining shit to the planet about itself. But that time has passed. I wanted to ask you about Australia. Do you guys have fortune cookies?
Yes.
Are they fortunes or are they advice?
You know fortune cookies aren't Chinese, right? You know that you invented them.
Yeah, they were made in
The
like
Americans-
California, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I that's fine.
Do you know my favorite fortune cookie story? But I don't know. Is this what we're doing?
No, I
Fortune
don't
cookie
know your
stories?
fortune cookie story.
What?
I've never heard a more angering
Did you
question.
check my Wikipedia?
It's the most presumptuous question I've ever heard, and I'm Dan Harmon. I've never heard your fortune cookie story. I met you a half hour ago. I'd love to hear it. And how dare you?
Apparently, you don't read the Daily Sun.
I'd love to hear your fortune cookie story.
It's not a great story, but it's.
Oh, well, I'll
but
take
it's
10.
It's my favorite
Right.
fortune cookie story. So if we had to
Right.
pick a subject, the subject was fortune cookie, then this is the story I would tell you. But we are restricted by the subject matter. I just want you to remember that going forward.
Well, I can.
In America, there was a lotto, right? And like 15 people were on second division, and they were like, "What went on?" They're doing this big investigation, and what happened was some fortune cookie company just always printed the same lucky numbers.
Oh.
And then everyone wrote them on their lotto form, and like 12 people won the lotto.
Oh my god.
But it's just because one company was
Right.
printing the. Is that good?
Wait, and
It's pretty interesting.
was there a court case about it? Because they were like, what?
Well, they were like the lotto went off. There's like second place is $2 million. All these people won, and they were like, well, all these people have cheated. So there's this big like investigation, and it turns out every person had just written their number off this fortune cookie company because like the Chicago fortune cookie company just printed the same numbers because they're so lazy, you know.
I thought you were saying all those people sued the lottery or the fortune cookie
No,
company.
they all won. But
Yeah,
they just,
well, they all won, but they had to split the pie 12 ways.
I think it was like a set price. I don't
Oh,
know.
really? That's a great story.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a great story anyway.
It's a fine story.
It's a funner
But it
ending
sounds
if they
like-
all
like
get $1 million.
I'm so sorry.
that
I didn't ask to be here.
Fate and fortune rewarded people who have so little imagination. They pick their numbers off of a fucking fortune.
Okay, guys, can you figure out with me, can we be less combative and masculine and figure out how to bring a woman up here?
Oh.
So that we can doff our cap to the fairer sex and thereby achieve equality?
How do you pick the woman? How do you pick,
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm
this?
like what you do. I don't recommend we do it by going.
Why don't we let
like,
Josh roam the crowd and like use your
I pick my favorite woman?
yeah. Like use your like divining rod to go out there and like find.
Do we have lights that
Yeah,
come up?
yeah.
Oh my god. What, I have to pick my favorite woman? You seem a bit desperate. A bit forward. What do you think? Should I take the girl that wants to come up? That seems
well,
like nice.
I mean,
I sort of want the girl that's been so rejected.
We had a guy that wanted to come up yesterday, and that argument could be made that doesn't pan out. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like styrofoam peanuts. It's like, yeah, you want to be on stage. Now you're on stage. Oh, I want to talk about wanting to be on stage. Hey, wanting to be on stage. That's what we did for the last hour. So
That sounds all right.
it's fine if it's. I think there might be somebody whose hair is smoldering, and you're like, do you want to come up on stage? And they're like, I'm not sure.
What
And if their hair is smoldering, you go, what happened?
what criteria do you usually use to pick women?
The size of their dicks.
I've never been good at it. I just go with whoever can be lured by potato chip crumbs arranged in a blanket
Low-hanging fruit.
What I usually do is I'll say something gimmicky like, "Oh, who's been in a lot of pain tonight?" And someone's hand will shoot up and stuff. But when we go out of Los Angeles, what happens is people are here, they're excited. I'll go, "Who's in pain?" And someone's hand will shoot up and go, "Okay, you." And they'll come up and they'll go, "I'm in pain because I stubbed my toe, but I really wanted to be on stage."
Oh.
And so it's like, why not just say, "Who wants to be on stage?" But then the answer is, "Hi, my name's John. I want to be on stage."
I
Can you
spent this
help?
time deciding who I want, but I don't
Okay.
want her to feel uncomfortable if she doesn't want to come up.
Is the reason you're bringing her
I
up
want the
because,
usher lady sitting up there.
Oh, really?
That's who I want. Of course.
Would you please come up? Could you please?
I would love her to come up.
We promise we won't hurt you. That's a wonderful choice. That's
Don't
great.
you?
All right.
I want to know, like, the first thing I want.
Welcome.
I'm sorry, but it's just what I wanted. Pam?
Prepare a place
Hello,
for her.
Pam. Pam, the first thing I want to know from you is, like, because you're obliged to be here. Do you like it?
Do I like working here?
Just this show
get it,
in
go get it.
generally, or are you like stuck?
I had no idea what this show was about. It's terrific.
Have a seat if you could, Pam. Thank you so much for coming up here. We promise in advance that you will not.
Do you want a drink? Not allowed.
I'm on duty.
You're actually working, so you can't have a drink. No.
Hold on.
You don't want to drink, Pam? Sorry, I didn't
No,
hear that.
no.
Okay.
No, she's working.
I mean, do you? Would you
wouldn't
want
understand.
if you weren't working? Would you want one, or are you not? Are you abstemious?
Oh, no, I would want one.
All right. That'll go.
Yeah. Pam would
Well,
love
what-
a fucking
well-
drink. Are you kidding? You put a drink in front of Pam on a Sunday night and it will be gone.
I don't want to be presumptuous, and I don't know what the rules, holding your vocation accountable are. But if I order you to have a drink on stage, doesn't that?
Don't do that.
If your prime directive is to protect the show, for instance, then you have to have a drink.
Well, I need to be protected from the theatre manager as well. But he's not in here, and he probably can't hear.
Did she say, I won't tell him?
She'll have it.
Pam,
We're gonna get a woman fired tonight.
Pam, you're aware, Pam, like captains can marry people at sea. Like Dan, as the mayor of Harmontown, actually has. This is like a sovereign little nation up here, and there's no jurisdiction that your boss can really affect.
Dan, she doesn't want a glass of vodka.
No. Is that what that is?
Did you want a glass of vodka? No, well,
Would you like
is
a beer,
there a
Pam?
wine or
A
a,
wine, a
beer?
beer?
Pam's not a fucking pig. This is a beautiful woman. This is a beautiful woman who's on duty.
Offer her
She doesn't
something
want
nice.
a glass of vodka.
Yeah, she's not Charles Bukowski. She wants a cocktail.
I think that's sexist.
Pam, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Adelaide, but I've been in Sydney for longer than I've been in Adelaide.
Yeah, you like it?
I love Sydney, yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Better
lots
than
of places,
Adelaide.
though. I can live anywhere.
What brought you here to begin with?
My husband got into acting school, so I followed him over here.
Oh, she's got a husband. Disappointing. Disappointing. Sorry, guys.
What your official?
I should've picked better.
What's your job title here, Pam?
Here, I'm a front of house worker, an usher, but we call the department front
How
of
long
house.
have you been working here?
18 years.
Did you work when I did my show here?
I haven't seen you do your show here, no.
Last
we
time I
don't
was
get
in
to
this-
see everything.
Last time I was in this theatre, my dog was here and he did a shit on the stage.
Oh, no, no, in fact, I didn't even hear talk about it
He's
afterwards.
very rock and roll, that guy.
He's the G.G. Allen of dogs.
Forgive my ignorance, but is it a government job or is it private? Do you get your paycheck for, or you might be volunteer for all I know? I don't.
It's
She's not
essentially-
volunteer.
Yeah, I know
No,
that was a
I
long
know.
shot.
Pam charges top dollar.
I know in America, ushers don't get paid.
That's.
Do
I
they?
wouldn't be surprised if in the theater, it's probably like an intern. It's probably this advantage being taken.
Most of us like ushering because we're involved somehow or other in theatre, or we just love theatre and we love the versatility of the Opera House.
What a shame that you ended up at this show.
Yeah, how does that work? You're like, I could have saw the Australian ballet tonight, but I got a podcast.
They just
Thank
draw
you, Shelley
straws
Ballet.
in the lobby at the beginning of the night. Okay, Pam, you're with Harmontownunder?
Actually, don't laugh because the other usher and I were saying exactly that. We were saying,
It's premium light, so
okay, that's
if you
fine.
get fired for that,
Okay, thanks. We had no idea what this was about tonight, and we just said, okay, we'll keep an open mind about it, and here we are, and still here, and we're both laughing.
That's very nice. That's all we've ever asked. An open mind.
It's so great to be here, Pam, for your last night working at the Opera House.
Thanks.
It's a special occasion.
Oh shit! I have to host the show. Let me ask,
what did you think about him and the seagull?
I thought it was pretty good performing, actually. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I thought so too, but I thought it would be weird to say that.
Pam, is there
if you-
anything special about Australian butter?
Where did you get that question from?
My girlfriend's mom, who I'm happy if you prove she's nuts
Who bakes
tonight.
a lot?
She texted. Cody said she was in Australia, and her mom texted back, "You gotta try the butter."
Yeah. Americans have bad dairy.
Okay.
You don't know it because you grew up with it. Your milk sucks. Your butter sucks. Your cream is not cream. I don't know what it is. Cream doesn't come in uncooled plastic tubs. Cream comes from the fridge, and it's delicious.
Well, you don't drink cream as a beverage, do you?
No, you don't drink cream as a beverage.
Well, I do.
No one in the world does. Just your country thinks that's cream, and it's not right.
Wait, are you saying you're talking
But that's
about,
creamer. That's
I don't
different.
want to start a fight, but you've got fucked dairy.
It wouldn't start a fight.
Have you been to
I'm
America,
fine.
Pam?
Would you also?
Yeah, I have.
What did you think about the dairy?
I can't remember. It was a long time ago, but I think
It was
it's
bad.
silly that they call cream in coffee cream.
It's not cream.
No, it's not, is it?
And do you know what's delicious?
Do
Cream.
you guys want to have your own fucking
Cream
show?
is
What's
delicious.
Well, I asked them.
I think Australian butter is great.
It's
better.
And so
Yeah.
my girlfriend's mom was right to
But
say
it's not
try the butter.
My point would not be so much that Australian butter is good as that your butter is fucked.
Right.
So I think coming from your country to any other country, literally any
Yeah,
in the world,
everyone
and
should
eating any dairy product
What's
that they
really
have.
sad is that like I love chocolate, but like our chocolate is crap.
Hershey's is the most fucked. Like it's so fucked, right? And you
I
make
agree.
feel like we're number one, America number one, and then you put the Hershey's Kisses backstage. They're always backstage, and they taste literally like vomit. And I'm not saying that in
There's
like a
wax
in like,
in them. They're waxy.
not like a hyperbole way. They just taste a bit like vomit. And it's I don't know because you have cows, right? And
Yeah,
you
but
milk them.
we pump our cows probably full of more hormones and chemicals and crap and
It's
stuff
a
like that.
real shame.
We
what
also
you guys-
feed them different stuff.
what you
We feed
guys
them bad
do.
shit.
Well, you feed them bad shit, I imagine. I imagine you're out them giving them acid tabs. Or...
Just
I
luring
didn't
them
hurt
into-
seagulls. Like, they loved it. We all had a great time, and then we went home.
He almost got hurt by a seagull. He
Yeah,
almost got
I'm the
blinded.
victim.
No, you're the big bad wolf in that Red Riding Hood story.
No.
Pam, if you were a boy and you had a dick,
Yeah.
and then you were making out with a boy who also had a dick, who would you want to have a bigger dick?
I did think of this as you were discussing it. I think it depends on the relationship. You don't want to be overpowering.
All right, bold stance, Pam.
No.
I'm not letting her off the.
No,
You guys are like, she's amazing. Well, come on, but she's gonna earn her keep.
She's going to give us she's going to give us the
Okay,
the
okay, I didn't.
spectrum of
Okay.
them.
What does it matter if they're like together? If you're together for a long time, if you're together for one night, you're either happy because they've got a big dick, or you're not happy because they've got a big dick. Whether it's for 2 years or
To tell the truth, I haven't really thought about it.
you just said you
Well,
thought
I
about
know,
it.
but I couldn't come up with an answer.
Right.
All right, how about this? This is the worst question I've ever asked anybody.
Oh, great.
As a woman,
Yeah. Good start.
if you were instantly a man, how big would you want your dick to be? Would you like to have just an average right down the middle dick? Would you want to have a big old porn dick? Or just something kind of easily concealable?
This is my new favorite show. How long is our visa? Can we get paid to do this?
I think it's over after
Okay.
she answers this question.
Does it really matter to you?
It matters to me.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
find
well,
that-
I want to be clear about that. The truth matters. We won't judge you whatever the answer is.
Oh, no.
But also, you don't have to answer
Yeah,
if
this
you're
is-
Yeah,
feeling
you also
terrible
don't have to
about it.
answer. You know that, right? Okay, God. Oh,
Well,
Jesus.
you forced a drink into her hand.
All right, okay, all right, Mr. The fucking seagull whisperer is now. It's always like I always get you.
Suddenly
I
you're
don't
a
want the
good
show to
guy.
be irresponsible.
I'm sorry
I
I'm
agree.
right all the time. I can't help it.
All right, I'm sorry. No, Pam.
Anyway.
Obviously, you do not have to
You don't have
talk
to
about
answer,
anything you don't want to talk
but big, long, expectant pause.
Okay, if I gave an answer, I wouldn't have a good justification for it. So I'd just be giving an answer just to,
Right.
give
Fine.
an answer.
Yeah,
So,
it would be arbitrary.
I can't answer it.
It would be arbitrary, and what's the point?
Big.
Yeah.
She'd want us a big one.
exactly.
Because
Okay.
Like a fucking. She'd have a truck.
Right, okay. Okay, Josh, whatever you say.
She wants a big one.
right. I mean, why not? I mean,
Well, there's reasons why not. But I
painful.
don't want to
right.
be. I don't know. Right? Yeah.
No, well, I'm putting the spotlight over on myself because I'm asking, because, like, you could say to a woman, if you were instantly a man, pick a dick size. But why not just say to a guy, pick a dick size? Because I have a dick size.
What would you pick? What you've got. High five. Happy with what you've. Okay.
I've
well,
got-
high five.
I've got incentive to focus on her needs. That's what I've got. I've got the big modern dick called A Reason to Go Down on Her. And I think, yeah, I got, but knowing what I know and learning what I've learned, I guess I'd like to have a medium-sized dick.
Just a normal.
And I don't know what that is because every time there's a conversation about dick size, I mentally flee. I've never measured it. All guys have a story in the States about like the time they've tried to measure it. Like, do I start with the balls and all this stuff? I've never had the quote unquote balls to take a ruler near my groin. I'm afraid to see the
Just
hard
with
numbers.
your fingers. What do you think?
hard
I'm afraid to
numbers.
see the
No,
half
with
hard
your
numbers.
fingers. Just what
Can
do
I
you
sit
think an
down?
average size penis is?
I think an average sized penis from the front of the balls.
The top of the,
If the-
from the top, not the balls. Have you not,
No, what
Can I
do you
sit
mean?
down?
Well, this is important.
yeah. No, Pam, you're in this. You're in this.
This is.
Can't go. We need a woman's perspective.
I want to know if we mean from the.
So it's from the top,
From
from the
the
top.
From the top of the abdomen, like
it
yeah,
down
but,
to
and
the
then
end.
how
Pam,
far it would go out.
welcome to the show, Pam. Aren't you happy you're up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna decide on a length
Yeah.
that I think is average.
Use my arm. So like you.
Use your arm.
Yeah, like. My arms with it, because that's like an easy way for the like just perspective. It's good.
Use my arm. That's
my
the
arm.
worst pickup line I've ever heard.
Well, roll up your sleeve and I'll make the marks. Was there a pen?
Not marked. Just with your
Oh well, I
fingers, with
thought
two
you
fingers.
Well, you have a.
Just
okay.
why are you being so awkward about this? You're a fucking adult, okay? Just where do you think?
Yeah.
Wait, is it erect or flaccid?
It's erect.
Obviously erect, you
Nobody wants
dumb
to-
piece of shit.
Nobody gives a shit about your flaccid dick. Nobody cares about your flaccid.
my flaccid. If your flaccid dick is long, you're weird in a different way.
Well, there's showers and growers.
Everyone knows that, but like if you have an impressively long flaccid dick, I feel superior to you. Because you have some weird thing going on. You're like an elephant man.
You're
okay.
a
Not an
shower.
elephant man. That's terrible. That's not what I meant.
Thank you for holding my
anteater
arm
man.
so tenderly.
All right, this is the top of my, I'm just gonna start with room to finish.
Dan, can I make a pitch here for showbiz sake? You draw yours. Pam, you don't look on Josh's left arm. You draw what you
Brilliant.
think. You
Brilliant.
draw what you think
Fucking brilliant.
is the average.
That's fucking brilliant.
Good idea.
We gotta stay in Australia and start pitching shows. All right. Oh, but wait. I have to. Okay. What I'm gonna do, Pam, just to tell you my technique is I'll imagine the tip being his wrist. So I'm gonna make a mark at his wrist.
No, Pam, no fair looking. You have to be like. The control is that you don't know what he's doing. But Pam, while he's doing this, I want you have to be
Don't
mentally.
stroke it out with this. Don't tickle me.
Pam,
Don't
in
make
your
it
mind,
weird.
conjure what you think is the median size.
This is what you think is average?
What is exactly
Yeah,
average?
Of any male.
Come on.
Not of a
I don't know what that
particular
meant.
male.
What does that mean?
Of mankind.
Mankind.
Mankind, what you would consider right down the middle.
The average.
The average.
Yeah.
Like pretend it's like a
don't-
those contests where you guess how many jelly beans in a jar. Like just like try to really
So
just
he did the
nail
end
it.
there.
So that's
you
the
did
end.
the end there. And then you go back. Pam, anyway. I mean, you're getting paid to be here. I'm doing it for free.
Yeah,
So
What am I going to cop after it?
we're getting a woman's perspective.
Well, it's
No.
I hope, madam, that's the title of this episode, A Woman's Perspective.
You're
on
both
dicks.
being ridiculous.
it's true. We are not passing the Bechdel test at this current time.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I probably deserve it.
All right.
You guys
right.
are both fucked. Like, that is not how big dicks are.
Well, what, okay, can they?
Pam has lived a good life. That's all we know. Like,
Those are both too high.
And I still
I mean,
feel
I
like
don't, look, I don't want to, like, I've seen some dicks in my time, right? And I would have seen that dick twice. Dan Harmon is pretending. He's just outright lying.
you mean because I want people to tell me my estimate's too big because that'll make me feel better? Is that what you mean? Because I want to be honest
Dan,
and say
this is
that could bias me.
outrageous. This is not, I don't know, what I don't understand, this is what I don't know. I don't know if you drew it too big out of, like, cockiness. Like, well, of course they're this big because I'm this big.
No,
or
no,
out
no,
of
no,
self-loathing.
no.
I don't know if it's like, oh,
I
well, they're
were-
probably
He
this
watches
big
a lot
and
of
I'm
porn.
awful.
He watches a lot of porn,
Right,
Josh. So
right.
he's basing
Well,
his.
Is that what's going on with Pam?
No, Pam apparently went to Italy for a while.
That both of these are absurd.
All right, now
I
Now,
know Pam's is.
I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to have Spencer and Josh draw their ideal clitoris size.
Now are you happy, ma'am?
Well, you tell us what you want a woman's perspective on. What? Anything. Not dicks.
I don't know, just like actually ask her a question and listen to the answer.
I asked her if she wanted a drink. She said no, and I got her a drink.
And Brisbane are the backwards ones, that's right.
Are you from Brisbane?
Yeah.
Are you just upset because I said Brisbane is racist, and now you're trying to tell me that I'm misogynistic?
Somebody give her a shoe to puke in.
No, I was up on stage in Brisbane.
Me too.
And
I did a few tours there.
Dan, you asked me what I would like for the show. And
Is it Louise?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Louise.
Hey. And the first thing I thought of actually was I would like you to be more inclusive of women on stage.
Oh.
But you told him he should lose weight, didn't you?
She didn't say lose weight. She said she
Take
didn't say
care of
lose weight.
himself.
She said take care of yourself. She said take care of yourself.
Did she tell you to lose weight?
No, she said take care of yourself.
That was implied.
She's a gold star family. Let's give her some respect.
No,
Let's
she's
give her
great.
respect.
But she could have said that last time, and we would have taken it into
Like,
account.
we had 2 women up on stage that night.
Oh, it was
so I
awesome.
felt like,
Yeah.
it felt redundant to say that at the time.
It seems hard
Right.
because there's not that many women on stage now, but I'm gay. So it's like,
I'd like to see more racial representation.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're SOL.
We're
there.
in Sydney. It's the home of white people and 2 honorary Asians.
But Louise, I will say that's
Australians think-
but as you said, the night that was your first thought, it didn't apply because you were one of 2 women that came up on stage, and then
My
the
friend.
Right.
Because we're both sorry. But it is a thing, like women get on stage with you, I'm sorry.
This is the Phantom of the Opera.
I guess.
well, if I ask her to keep talking and then we mock her when she talks, then we're like kind of.
How did you feel about how we treated the dude that was on stage? Because I don't feel like I was that nice to him.
But there's also 2 different things. It's like, well, we brought Pam up. I thought that was a really inspired choice on Josh's part. And we didn't like look at Pam and go, let's talk about dicks, baby. Like I don't know, we were like random.
But the thing
drunk.
is, we bring Pam up, and it's 3 men who are comedians who are like we're just can't wait to get a joke, and so we're not really giving Pam full time to
Oh, ask me something then.
Huh?
Yeah, let's ask
do you wanna
Pam
ask?
stuff.
About what? I said that. Were you listening?
Wow. You see,
Chauvinist monster.
The race for the high road.
now, Pam,
It gets
you
boring
said
real
that,
fast.
You moved here because your husband was coming to take an acting class.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's ambitious. Like you didn't move here because someone had a career. He had a possible career. Did that pan out for him, or like...
No, he quit after a couple of years, but he did acting for a while, and then he did what a lot of actors do and became a teacher.
I love that you thought, oh, what we've got to talk about or something, and then you asked her about her husband.
No. That's why I asked it because
You cannot win.
because she moved here. You moved here because of your man. But like what did you have like ambitions when you came to Sydney of your own, or like
An equal ambition, but it was his getting into NIDA that decided it, that gave us the positive momentum to do it. But I was very happy to move to Sydney.
Right.
All right.
I think I can get this up to some higher
It's a long
ground.
time ago.
Pam, didn't you think it was romantic when Russell Crowe took Steve Irwin's widow into his own?
Did he? I didn't know that.
I thought I read
What did he
something
do
about
with
that.
her?
That's not true. Russell Crowe and Steve Irwin's wife.
What did he do?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what Russell
okay.
Crowe's
Yeah.
done lately.
Well, it's interesting what makes it back to the States.
Well, I don't think I
did
didn't hear
Russell
you
Crowe
say
do
anything.
What's
I
that?
didn't hear you describe an action.
I thought he was getting married to her.
To who?
Steve Irwin's widow.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, I didn't know.
I'm happy to be wrong about it. I think it's disgusting. I was also pretending to have an opinion about it. I thought it was a real thing.
I'm just worried that you think we're talking over Pam because she's a woman, but it's just when you bring someone on stage, you talk over them so that they don't feel.
No,
Okay, I have more questions for Pam. We can solve this problem. Pam,
Yes.
what do you think of these hotel rooms where where you have to have your key in a slot in order for the fucking power to be on? Is that green or is that bullshit?
I haven't stayed in that many hotels where I've had that, but it's something you've just got to get used to. I presume it's for the benefit of energy saving or something or other, is
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
Yeah,
So the
or
lights
that's
go
what
out
the
when you leave?
patriarchy tells
Very
you.
reasonable
you-
response.
Just got to change your behaviour.
Pam, I have a question for you. If you were in a room and there was 2 doors, And in front, no, I'm just kidding. I was going to do the labyrinth riddle.
What's that?
All right, I have a question. Pam,
They know a lot about pop culture,
No.
but we don't.
I don't know.
Yeah. But
Pam,
Yes.
do you think that passport theft is a thing in hotels? Like if I leave my passport on the end table, like what's somebody gonna do? Take my passport and then
I
they're
don't know.
gonna.
I'd never leave my passport anywhere
You do-
that
what-
I did. I'd always.
What do you
like-
think
but then
someone's
I'm
gonna
not a
do with
big
it if they-
traveller like you guys probably are. You probably stay in hotels.
don't
all
put
the
yourself
time.
down like that, Pam.
Quite happy where I am.
What is the thing that a passport thief is gaining by stealing the passport? Is to make fake passports?
Does this have a definite answer, or are you just asking my opinion?
Yeah, just a guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we're all afraid of identity theft.
Right.
Can't be good for someone to have your passport. But is a passport valuable to a stranger?
Yes.
This guy's got his hand up. He's so excited.
There's a huge.
Okay.
There's a
Well,
huge.
I like the idea that someone knows how.
No, it's a boy. You can't ask a boy.
Oh, God.
Got it.
Sorry, you're not allowed. We've had too many boys.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Okay. Pam, if you don't have an opinion about this, I'll ask that guy, but he'll keep his seat. Do you really want the boomerang to come back? I understand.
Are we being racist here?
No, you can't do anything right today.
I'm safeguarded from this. If you internally have those compartments, I'm just like, ha, Australians.
Australians
Yeah.
get very uncomfortable.
I think like if the boomerang doesn't come back, that means you succeeded, right? If you're a good boomerang thrower, right? It's not. Is it supposed to hit something and then come back?
No, if it hits.
Really?
No.
Not come back.
The majority
if it's
said
something.
no.
How can it come back?
So it's like you have a go, you miss, it comes back. You have a go, you miss, it comes back. You have a go, you hit. You
Right.
don't need to
So
throw
it doesn't
That's
come
what
back.
I was
I
assuming.
So
see.
it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter that it doesn't come back because you're finished because
Right.
you got yourself some
You
delicious.
don't want the
wallaby.
boomerang to come back.
Pardon?
Boomerangs don't come back.
Huh.
Well, they do
That's
if they're
cool.
thrown properly. And if you don't hit something,
If they're thrown properly.
If you made a boomerang with a leading edge of it was like razor blades, it could go straight through like the neck of a thing
Yeah,
and
it wouldn't come
keep
back.
coming back.
Pam,
Like Odd Job and Goldfinger.
we can move on. That's clearly too controversial a topic. You're sophisticated people. You deserve better. Pam,
Yeah.
Pam, have you downloaded Mario Run? Oh, what's?
Oh shit!
That's not gonna come back.
You're gonna kill
what's
someone.
it made of?
That's not gonna come back.
Right, yeah, it's not gonna come back.
No, read the sticker.
You can't.
And you
comes
can't throw it
back.
into
Made
the
by
audience.
Jimmy James. Jim learnt this craft from his grandfather, who grew up among Aboriginal elders in central Queensland, to throw. Hold vertically with rounded side facing you. Throw with a flicking action, 30 degrees to the oncoming wind. Made in Australia.
Everybody, reach under your seat and put your safety goggles on.
I know
there's
that
no- I mean,
they tell you to throw it into oncoming wind.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not
throw
cool.
anything into oncoming wind and it'll come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Oh shit. Now, you guys just want me to throw? It
Still
could be a
throw it.
potted plant. It's not gonna. It's. Well, they said.
Do you have a girlfriend? She's not gonna be happy when she finds out about this guy.
Pam.
She knows him better than I do.
Pam, you don't have to have an opinion, but you're welcome to have one. If I were to have a baby with my girlfriend Cody, what should we name her? Forensic Heller or Cody's baby? We love forensic files.
What's
If
the
that affects
last name
things.
going to be?
Cody's.
Well, Cody's baby Harmon, I think would be. I get the last name would be Harmon. Let's just say that.
It's just Cody's.
You've really got to practice saying it. I'm also a teacher. And you've got to practice saying the names and not end up with a name that the kid's going to be embarrassed by or want to change or is very similar to somebody else's. You've got to be unique but not stupid about it.
So Cody's baby.
Pam's very good at not answering questions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's
That comes with years of
incredible.
experience.
What do you teach in like what level?
I teach high school.
Really?
Yeah.
How many years?
How many years have I been teaching?
Yeah.
Too many to add up.
You're not teaching math, apparently.
No, I don't teach math.
Or history.
Wait, so buried the lead. You're a teacher. We had a teacher up last night. You didn't just steal his job idea, did you?
No.
Okay. So how old is the oldest kids you're teaching?
Probably 17.
So what's the so you've seen the worst of humanity. You've had every reason to turn your back on it.
No, I don't see it like that. I love that job too.
Well, what's your secret? How do you not see it like that? Because you're there with them. Is that the secret?
That's
if we
the
knew them,
secret.
we wouldn't be afraid of them.
I teach subjects that most kids like learning.
Well, okay.
What do you teach?
I teach design and technology,
Oh, cool.
which is not learning how to fix computers and stuff. It's using technology for design.
Oh, okay. So they're coming in a good mood. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
they do. They enjoy the lessons. That makes it a hell of a lot
But they'd
easier
still
than teaching
disrespect
maths.
you if they felt like lack of. You're dealing with pubescent primates.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to it now.
Yeah. Are you ever?
You're quite a hard guest because we really want some like pain and some misery, but every time I ask a question, it sort of seems quite nice. Sort of all your answers really
You want
lovely.
me to be in pain and misery?
No, well, probably, yeah. Some sort of nitty gritty, like, oh no, my husband would be good, wouldn't it? And it's like, oh, he's
Well, he doesn't
great,
know
and
I'm here. I know that.
I support him, and I like my job, and it's sort of hard for comedy, isn't it, when someone's happy?
I might be acting.
Well, usually what we do, like sometimes I'll go like, "Oh, who's having a terrible time tonight?" But what we don't want them to come up and talk about how terrible things are. I think we hope for like silver linings and things. So
Pam
obviously
seems so happy.
the terrible thing that happened is she was yanked up here, and the silver lining is that she's quite happy. So that's already worked. It's worked.
I go
you've
now?
provided me with a good show.
If you want to go, if you don't feel
anytime
comfortable, you
you
could
like.
definitely go. Yeah, we don't want to make you
You should
uncomfortable.
invite somebody else up.
Do you regret me picking you?
No.
Has this been a good?
No.
Has this been a good experience?
Yeah, fine.
I hope
I'm gonna-
so.
It's not.
Pam,
I hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I'm pleased to have met you.
That's amazing.
Pam, Josh and I are gonna. This is how we're gonna. You work in the theater because you love it. You've seen shows here. There's shows you haven't seen here. Is there a theatrical performance that Josh and Jeff and I can do that would like fulfill your fantasies? Like what hasn't shown here, or whether it's you can either pitch something new or.
You mean you perform it?
Yeah.
Right.
But don't imagine me performing it. Imagine what you'd like to see, and then I'll ruin it.
Oh, gosh. There's always Shakespeare.
Right? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Done and done. What,
You should know I'm not educated.
yeah. Wait,
That's because you're from Brisbane.
I will clear this opera house. I will clear this opera house.
I just saw that girl that got so mad at me before class.
Yeah. You guys. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Anything you like that Pam does, I made happen.
He's the Phil Spector of Pam. Right, he discovered her. He made her. When he found her, she was just over there in the darkness. But
You know,
yeah, anything you would like to see, like you don't have to. Don't try to confine yourself to my dumb game.
She said Shakespeare.
Right, but well, okay. I'm sorry. You're right. She did, and I forgot because I'm drunk. Okay. Anything specific? What's your favorite Shakespeare production?
Oh, there's been a really good Othello here.
Oh,
That's
It's
perfect for
stage.
Dan.
Oh, yeah.
You want something that she hasn't seen, right? It's like the one that you haven't
Okay,
seen.
yeah, well, because I know.
Let's just do Othello.
Okay, I don't know anything about Othello.
Well, I know Josh does. Josh is a huge Shakespeare buff.
All right, well, we'll do our version of Othello. We don't. I can't.
I'll
right.
guess
Do you know
it,
the
Othello.
story?
What's that?
I'll have a stab.
Oh yeah, Pam. Yeah, Pam. Tell us
Sit
the
down
story.
now.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you,
If you give us a log line of Othello, can you? Like a kind of an elevator pitch.
Oh, if it's a quote, I can't think of one.
I'm gonna walk Pam back to her seat because I don't want to have to.
She's
quite
gonna
a
give
long-
us the goddamn
traverse
description
that
of
walk
the
alone,
story,
and-
and then she's gonna take your seat and enjoy
I,
the most.
I think Pam should play Desdemona in this. I think we should.
No.
No, don't.
Okay.
Okay, you want a lead-up line?
Yeah, just like set
Okay.
the stage for Othello.
He can't be trusted.
Othello.
I think he's having it off with my wife.
Okay.
Well, I won't play.
Let's have a hand for Pam, everybody. Pam!
All right.
Iago, how be thee on this fine morrow?
I'm good, Othello.
Tis well met. Desdemona.
Jesus Christ.
Desdemona, my beautiful wife. The wife.
No, I'm not the wife.
Yes. The fucketh I say, you are my wife. The wife, true as true can be,
Yeah.
true to me as fidelity can possibly also be. I'm going to leave. Iago, don't be an asshole and fuck shit up for me.
So anyway,
Desdemona.
I can't do sex with you because I'm the wife of that guy.
The wife of that guy.
Yeah.
A pittance of phrasing.
Yeah.
For what is of what, and of what will have thou?
All right.
Will not the moon be of the sun?
Yeah.
Shall not the sun have
Yeah.
an earth? Will not the body of
All right, so
heaven?
I'll tell you what. If you stop it, I'll suck it.
A pox is born on this fortnight.
Well, that's it.
Curse me for loving it so.
Gotta go.
Fie, foul handkerchief, proof
I don't know if we're
that
in the scene.
my wife. Oh,
Are
shit,
we in the
I'm
scene?
so-
Wait, are we?
I was doing a different scene
Okay.
over here.
I didn't take improv.
I think he actually knows Othello.
No, fuck it.
Okay.
Just do your own
down.
scene.
No,
I'll
it's a new scene.
fucking-
No, come on, don't. No, come on.
It's called Othello. It's not called Two Dickheads.
Oh, no, come on. What the? Come on.
Guys are being.
I put my foot in it because I'm a woman.
Whose name's in the fucking marquee?
Well, there was a scene.
Called Othello.
All right, so then 10 years later.
Am I pregnant? Not over 10 years, probably. No,
Desdemona! Desdemona! You remember me? You sucked my dick!
Yeah. Okay.
I know you can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm a garbage man now. You suck my dick.
Yeah. He just.
Wait,
Okay.
it's an American card. I apologize for an invisible car. I don't know what side I'm on.
Yeah. I feel a bit sort of objectified, and I don't. It's new for me. I feel a bit sort of. Please, I sucked it. That I remember that happening. I do.
Oh my goodness, you did.
But just because
Keep talking.
just
Do a
'cause-
monologue
no.
about it.
just because I sucked it then doesn't mean I want to suck it now. So like it's like because I'm a strong, independent woman.
Hi guys.
Oh, the master approaches.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, foul handkerchief. Scented with the spilled beer of Pamela. I can't believe it sat here for 10 long years. While I was pushed to the periphery of my own story.
Oh, it's hard keeping the gate at this here castle. the thunder calls, back at you on the thunder. Oh, me comic relief will be studied in high school, and no one will think it's funny, but I'll be an example of comic relief. You'll be taught what I'm doing is comedy.
Oh, Desdemona, I hope I did not break your iPhone when I threw the foul handkerchief. Okay, it's all good, it's all good.
No, we quite literally smashed my iPhone, but it's been worth it. As long as Pam's happy.
Also, I think I'm kind of a black guy as well.
Desdemona!
No, honestly, it's awful being a woman. I get why she's so annoyed. It's horrible.
I'm coming up. I agree. You should make love to me.
No, don't lasso me.
It is as the constellations twirl on the impenetrable finger of the gods of the action. I am here to permit to myself the duty upon which is to defile and conquer thee from love. Where is the recipient of my giant hard-on? Who will cushion the blow of my burden? I, who was born from vagina, now cursed to walk the earth as penis, must seek again vagina to take my day. Forsooth, the gods send a man.
Aye, 'tis a lowly comptroller that may have to end the show with musical notes.
I'm still pretty sad about my phone, actually. Will you reimburse that, or is that
we'll
that's just
reimburse
my?
that.
We have insurance. Did it
Okay.
really get broken?
It's not
Yeah,
broken.
we don't.
It's not. He's just being whiny now.
Nah, come on.
No, the screen smashed.
It's not smashed.
You have a look.
Let's not end the night with victim blaming. I mean, let's. Well, I think we make great leaps forward tonight. Like,
Gently this time, please, gently. It's okay. You're so. Okay. Oh God. Yeah, it's not okay.
Oh, there.
Yeah. It's fine. I get
Alright.
them for free. I do ads for Optus. Yeah, I do get them for free. Yeah. Seriously. I'll send an email.
can't we just end the show with that, or do it? The Australian Commonwealth is entitled to their rap.
I think so.
The rhymes for the word Australia, you won't believe.
Failure.
Yeah. If the planet was a ball, Australia would be smaller. A smaller ball. On the ball. You're on the ball in Australia, y'all. Australia, y'all. Yo, Australia. Genitalia. I'll never fail ya. I'm, put a pin in it. Yo. Fuck New Zealand. Fuck New Zealand, I assume. Fuck New Zealand. Oh, what do they think they're doing? They think they're gonna be down under? They don't understand. Australia's down under. Fuck New Zealand. They sound weird to you. I assume. Sydney's been good from coast to coast. Australia's like a big piece of toast. It's got peanut butter on it and chocolate too. I fucked your mama so hard, she said, "How do you do?" I said, "Hello, how are you going?" That's what they say down here. I fucked your mama, I'm slowing down. It's to fuck her even harder. I fucked her so hard, they called my dick a yarder. Too long. I fucked her for a song with my dong, Billabong. I fucked your mama. I fucked your mama.
Thank you for coming to Harmontown,
fucked your mama.
everybody. Thank you for coming to Harmontown.
Kangaroo.
Let's hear it for Josh Thomas. The wonderful, the provocative, my good friend Lee Lanay, thank you for coming up on stage. And the woman of the hour, Pam. Spencer Crittenden. I'm Jeff Davis, your mayor. Once again, is Harmon, Dan Harmon. Thank you so much. We've really enjoyed our stay here. What a wonderful country. We can't wait to come back. Thank you, everyone here at the Sydney Opera House. Alice, our tour manager, Dustin Marshall on sound, Chris Baruff, our director, technological wizard. Drive fast, take chances. We love you.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.
Feral Audio.
I just learned that break a leg here is chukas.
Yes.
Does anyone know the origin of that?
Yeah. If you'll have chicken tonight.
You'll have chicken tonight. Wait.
If it's a good show, you'll get chicken. You're going to chicken dinner because you have to afford it.
Oh, but you call chicken chukas. 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 All right, you guys are a country of weirdos.